I'm Jennifer Marie Keller. Welcome to my Diary of a Painter. This video is going to be on how this week I thought up of a concept, a really specific theme for a new series of artwork. Recently, I've been talking a lot about how I've been wanting to change the aesthetic, the look of my paintings from before having this romanticized light in these dark, shadowy atmospheres to switch it to a romanticized light, but being in light and airy atmosphere. And while I've been figuring out this new look, I've been doing little studies, little alla prima studies, which I can show. So here are some of them, just practicing a new lighter value palette and getting used to this new light and airy look that I'm after. And so doing these studies, I now have a better idea for the look that I'm after, that lighter value palette. And my paintings will be slightly different from those because those are alla prima and I like using a lot of layers, but it's definitely getting more concrete, the look that I want for the paintings. But that's also just the look, and I like there to be a strong story element in my paintings. So before, this is the work that told mysterious stories in a shadowy type of atmosphere, but now I want to tell those same mysterious stories but in a light and airy atmosphere. But still, just saying mysterious stories seems too vague for me, and I wanted to get a more specific, concrete theme that I could really dig into. And so I took a day off from painting and I really just wanted to figure out if I could find this like really specific theme that's going to thread all of this new work together that I'd be really, really excited about. So I brought out my ideas board where I've got it categorized for painting ideas, in progress, and finished ones. And then I have a themes card right here. I didn't have these two up yet, but I had a theme card which had themes that I definitely wanted to explore in all my paintings. And then so all the paintings up here, they fall into one of those themes that I have up there. But those themes, while kind of similar, aren't super tied together all the same. And then I also wrote in my journal all day, just trying to organize my thoughts for what would really capture my interest for years and years and years on a series that I really wanted to dive really deeply into. And I wanted something that would complement, like the theme, all of the story element that ties all the paintings together would complement the look that I'm going after, so that bright and airy aesthetic. And it would all be something that gives me that really good feeling, that's like that exhilarating curiosity. And so doing a lot of writing and looking at the ideas that I have and also works in progress, I remembered this phrase that I love so much, which is, "They might be gods." And that phrase, I love it so much, and I've kept it with me for years and years and years and years. And I think "they might be gods" is so interesting because you can either take it as fiction, so someone that has godlike abilities, or you could take it as nonfiction, as just like a beautifully poetic way to describe someone. Or also with the phrase "they might be gods," a person themselves might be thinking that they might be a god, and that can either be a positive thing or a negative thing. And for me, that phrase is just so, it makes my imagination burst, and I just keep getting flooded with all these different story ideas that follow into that, and all of these images that can portray those stories. And I also do creative writing on the side just for fun, where I like to just write and make up stories and that type of thing. And I've been doing that for a few years now, and it always falls under "they might be gods." And if I were to like make a book for fun, that would be the title of it. And so I've had this phrase like typed out continuously in my computer where I'm making up these stories for fun. So just tying that with my images now just seems like so fun and exciting, and then there's just like so many possibilities for like really amazing imagery. So then I take my idea board, and so I look at the works that are just the ideas, and also the one that I have that's in progress. It's in the very early stage in progress. And also looking at the theme card where I had those specific themes. And so it's interesting that those specific themes fit really perfectly for subcategories that would fall under They Might Be Gods. And then if I take the ideas for paintings that I want to do and I put that filter of They Might Be Gods in that, I'm thinking of, for each of those paintings, I could think of ways where I could tweak the image that would really fall into that phrase, They Might Be Gods. And it makes, in my head, it just makes the painting, like with those tweaks to the image, it just so much better, so much more exciting for me to want to work on and do. So I've always been interested with that phrase, They Might Be Gods, and I like how it can either be fiction or non-fiction, depending on how you look at it. I think it's also ambiguous enough that these paintings aren't just for me, but I think a lot of people could get they could take a different way out of the painting too, especially, and I like concepts that are specific enough, but at the same time ambiguous enough where the painting can kind of grow with the person, where if you're changing and getting different experiences in life, that then you can start getting different things out of the same painting, because like the concept behind the story of it is like just that powerful or like magical with that ambiguity but specificity at the same time. And so I'm super excited, super excited about this. It just it's something that I'm really interested in, and I feel like I can really dive into it really hard, and then this will like be a really satisfying thing to work under for a really long time. And it feels a lot like me too, like really specific to me. So that also feels really good and personal for me as well. So I've got this specific look for my painting now. I've got this specific story element that makes a really specific series. And so now I'm excited to move away from doing a lot of those studies that I was doing to like start this new series, and now I can start actually making bigger, more thought out paintings, which is awesome because now I just feel really focused.